Well, now you know what I'm taking in order to keep rocking and rolling. So I just got called out. It's a Saturday, so I got called out to do a protein fire at a home, at a residence. So what do I mean by protein fire? So what that is, this particular one started in a kitchen. What they were doing is they were cleaning, or they were cooking with oil. So protein with regards to either chicken, eggs, meat of some sort. So this lady, she had everything going in her kitchen, and her mom was sick, so she went downstairs for a little bit. She's got a lot going on her mind. She went downstairs and forgot about it. So it was cooking and simmering on the stove. And what happens with protein when it gets really hot and starts to burn, it gives off this real sticky, white, creamy smoke. And what happens, it billows up and floats through the air, obviously, but it's really sticky. And when it dissipates, the smoke dissipates, it's clear, so you can't really see it, but it settles down on all the surfaces. So it's really hard to see it, but you can taste it almost and smell it. It gets into your sinuses and your mucous membranes, all in through here. So it's a real irritation to your sinuses and throat. So what we need to do is we need to go in and clean surfaces with a product that is usually an enzyme or something that'll break down that protein. So we need to clean it. There's surfaces, vertical surfaces, horizontal surfaces, all on the door casings and jambs, inside cabinets. There's also window coverings, so you got upholstery, fabrics, you've got bedding. There's multiple different things that need to be cleaned. And you also think of, usually when a fire happens in a home or smoke happens, you automatically react and you turn exhaust fans on in bathrooms and in kitchens where above the stove. So you turn those on, so all that oily protein smoke is going up through the exhaust fans, and the motors are they're greasy, so it sticks to all those the parts in the motors and the fans as well. So all these different things need to be taken apart and cleaned. So there's a process involved. What I usually get is somebody come by after I get situated in the home. I bring a HEPA air scrubber, because that air is filled with particulates that you can't see. So we need to scrub the air and clean the air and make sure that we get that environment as clean as possible. So when we start the cleaning process, it's at least tolerable to the homeowner if they are determined to stay living in there. So at this particular one, which I typically do, is I've called out technicians to bring some air scrubbers, and then the next few days I'm going to be bringing a cleaning crew in, and what they'll be doing is they're going to be emptying out kitchen cabinets, and they're going to be cleaning inside and outside all of the verticals, so all the walls, the door casings, all the doors, baseboards, tile flooring, wood flooring, anything like that. So they're going to be cleaning, washing all that down. And then as well as the ceilings, they're a little bit tougher to clean. So what we'll do is we'll see if I have one here. These are a chem sponge. There's no chemical on it, but it's a sponge, a real dense sponge. And what we do is we typically drag it on the ceilings, and if you can see, this one I've used on the job site. It doesn't really take the protein off, but sometimes what it'll do is I'll see areas where there's maybe dust from areas where it haven't been cleaned a lot, so that protein or that smoke settles on those ledges where there's dust collected. So we need to clean that dust, and with that dust comes that smoke or protein. Depending on the amount and the concentration of that smoke and protein, we would call in a company that would either use ozone or hydroxyl, some sort of a product that we would gas the air, put into the air, so it would pressurize the home. So sometimes on walls there's not sometimes, there is electrical plugs that smoke pushes into those wall cavities. And then we can, if we are not needing to open up that drywall, we can use those companies to pressurize the home and put that product into the wall cavity. Great ideas. So sometimes we do that before we clean and then after we clean, just to make sure we hit that. So that's what I would do within the first few days of a protein fire. I would have also an electronics company come in, and they would assess TVs, they would assess appliances, as well as laptops and anything electrical. With that being said, there's a cost-effective way of doing things. Power bars, some of those cheap power bars, not the ones you eat, the ones you plug into. It's cost-effective to replace them rather than have them inspected. But that's to be determined between yourself and the adjuster, obviously. So there's a few different things to think about when you come into a protein fire. If you're a homeowner listening to this, there's insurance out there that you can go in and go to your broker and let them know what happened to your home. They can call out the insurance company, who would then bring a restoration company in, because you don't always see the effects or the amount of damage that has been done by something like this. So a trained professional can come in and they would check all these different areas, assess it, provide a reserve, a dollar amount reserve on how much they figured it the cost to do the cleaning and the repairs would be. And then usually there's a deductible involved when you put in an insurance claim. So that's something that you could figure out if you want to pursue a claim, because it just seems to be too much for you to deal with, and let's just get the restoration company to come in and do it. If you're a contractor, you have obviously been trained or have access to people within your company that are trained to deal with protein fires. It's a unique type of an insurance claim or a loss that is it's rewarding when it's completed, because you've helped out a homeowner to get their place back to a pre-loss condition, and they're happy that you took the time and the patience and the care to their home, and it's very rewarding all around when you're coming in to help people in the time of need. So thank you very much for spending a few minutes listening to me babble on, and hopefully that you've gotten some great tips and information on this. And please subscribe to my channel as well. Go to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to that, because there's always great stuff coming out. Just type in Insurance Restoration Pro anywhere, and you'll see me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anything else. Just subscribe, and I look forward to you on the next tip. And have a great day, guys. Talk to you later.